I've been asked to assess an A8 speech. This is use of humour. The title was The London Underground, Food for Thought. Plenty of opportunity, plenty of thought. Where's this going to go? Initially, when it came up, it was a good engagement, I believe, of the audience. There was, have you heard the news? Talked about the election, brought it up to date. And then it came through with the aliens. And we thought, oh, it's going to be good. Hold on. But then it kind of just changed. The scenario changed into more of a story-based talk, speech. And when people change it into a story, it's very difficult to work out a beginning of the story, a middle part, and an end, because it's usually, this is what I'm going to tell you, I'm going to tell you, and this is what I've told you, kind of speech. So, but we held on and we started going through. Now, initially when it came in, I think, but before we go any further, I think it's fair to say that this was really should have been a very good practice for an A8, but I think the speaker probably knows as well that it wasn't good enough and it didn't quite hit the mark for an A8 use of humour. So I'm sorry to say, let's get that out of the way, because I hate to have anyone to think as we go through this. However, let's do some good points. What I particularly liked is, as the story progressed, we had lots of gestures, and we had lots of gestures, the bow, I've also got the written down of the sharp teeth touching it, and the something else which I really can't read my writing for. I've got Hasbro's, but I have no idea what that really is. Hasbro's. So whatever the Hasbro thing was, it was a very good one. However, I thought the gestures were great. And also, when we were doing about the use of words in the descriptive process, I thought that was incredibly good as well. When they described the worm, the size, the hairs, and why it was got used for. It was all building a lovely picture in my mind to see what this royal worm was going to look like. So fantastic. Now, also as we're going through the story, I was still hoping it was going to sort of formulate somewhere. We had lots of informative stuff in there. I've got the number of tube stations, when they were filled in, the numbers of people that went on it on its first time, the tube opened, how people moved about in it. It was all very good. And the humorous parts I picked out, I believe, were humans were food parcels, which I'm guessing were what the worm was looking at. And obviously, I'm guessing I would be the spicier variety with the ginger topping, but we won't go into that. And also we've got, at the very end, with Mind the Gap, which brought it back to the train thing. And it was, could see where the humour was going, unfortunately it just missed the mark. What I would say is, if I'm honest with you, I think halfway through the speech, I think the speaker also realised that he didn't quite hit the mark, and then he started to disengage as well, because he was stepping back and he didn't really want to do it. But that said, he did make it to the end, he did get through his story, and he did make it to his red light, and obviously at the right time. So that was great. What I would suggest is for the speaker is just to think about his normal approach to how he does speeches. The fact that they are very humorous when they come up here, how he can engage with the audience and people buy into his story and his speeches that he constructs. And I think perhaps today he tried just a little bit too hard to engage some sort of humorous element within it, where in actual fact, if he had just come up and done a normal talk and his engagement with the audience, we would have actually been probably laughing and it may have got him through. But I'm really sorry to say, I think it was a good attempt, because there were elements within it, and I'd really like to see this speaker do the A8 again, because I really do believe that they are more than capable of doing a humorous talk on the next